Please, you guys are going to do it within 3 minutes, right? Okay, go.
Good morning. So we are Team Animo, and our project is called Butil, which is an attempt at automating the collection of phenotypical data from plants. So currently, IRRI's setup is that it's a manual setup wherein researchers will go to the greenhouses and measure each and every plant in that particular greenhouse. They have to move each and every bucket of plants. So at this point, the researchers' tasks are very tedious, time-consuming, and given that there may be more than 200 plants in one greenhouse, it is a problem when there are more than one greenhouse. And with that, it is not very scalable, and as well as you can only get few data at a time. So Butil, the solution that we have developed is able to capture images from IP cameras set up around the greenhouses in order to automate the capture of data. So with IP camera setup, we can actually have live streaming of images, continuous gathering of data, and processing them in semi-real time. Okay. Next. So currently, the setup for the greenhouse is like this, wherein our current setup is focused on bed number 3. The cameras are positioned in a top-down manner from a railing on top. Okay. So currently, we measure the greenness values of the plants to determine their healthiness. And given that IRRI has a palette wherein we can compare the greenness values 2, 3, 4, and 5. So next. So from there, we can determine the colorness of or healthiness of the plants, either categories as number 2, number 3, as well as data of the coverage, meaning how well the plant is growing. Okay. So currently, that particular approach can be used in a scalable manner. So it is not limited to this greenhouse. But currently, around the world, there are researchers who are focusing on IR technology as well. So we have developed an IR technology, an IR algorithm wherein we can get specific data from specific plants if there's a need for it. Okay, and then in order for users to easily use our system, we have developed a website, an online application wherein the online application simulates the current setup in the greenhouse, wherein we have pots in rows, and from the pots we can register pots, add plants, and then we can see the data, statistical data wherein we can see the greenness, volume, and if ever, and then there are many other ways to view the data, and then as well as you can actually export the data into an Excel file to record it for future use. And then currently, this is our setup in the back. Okay, so we have an IP camera live. So this is a typical setup that we would have in the greenhouse, wherein you could see the plants and green. Okay, next. So currently, the cost for our setup would roughly for each IP camera would be around 3,000 to 5,000 pesos for each camera. And then the maintenance of this particular system is very much similar to any CCTV systems that you would have. Okay. Next. So for future work, hopefully, if there's a chance, we would like to conduct more testing with more historical data with IRRI in order to incorporate possibly more techniques, more robust techniques in determining the phenotypical data, such as machine learning or AI. And we could also set up a remote access so that anyone from the world can actually access those data if there's a need for it. Okay. So that is all for our team. Thank you very much.
Anticipating a question from the judges, how long have you guys been working on this?
This is a long-term project, so I think it's roughly 1 month. So we visited once a month before, and then after that, yesterday. So roughly two chances so far to conduct testing and preliminary testing for this greenhouse.
Okay. Any further questions?
Maybe just, do you have a picture of your setup?
Picture.
Your capture setup?
Yeah. The actual camera setup. Unfortunately, we forgot. But it's on top. The greenhouse has railings on top, and it's the camera is mounted on that railing, similar to a CCTV setup. Similar.
What are the things that you can measure with the
Currently during the hackathon, we are able to check the greenness values of the leaves, and then we have also attempted to the volume, the density of the plant, and then as well as for the length of the leaves.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and a big round of applause for this team as well.